Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can easily extract thumbnail of a video using Media 3 in native Android application. So let's get started. Let me show you guys the output first. So here I'll just pick one of this video. So I have this video, okay, and it is playing. I don't want the video to play. Now sorry about this background noise, there is some construction work going on near my house. So here you can see now the video is playing. I have pause the video. We don't want the video to play. I have this extract frame button. If I click on this extract frame, here you can see it has extracted the thumbnail of this particular video. So I'll just show it to you for one more video. So I'll just select this particular video as well. I'll click on this extract frame button, and here you can see it has extracted the thumbnail for this particular video as well. So yeah, let's see how to achieve this. So I have created a native Android application. I am using XML layout, but if you want you can use Jetpack Compose as well. So like the video playing part is not mandatory. You just need to pick a video and it will automatically extract a thumbnail for you. I just wanted to show you the video playing part as well, that's why. So inside build.gradle.kts I have taken Media3 exo player, Media3 UI and Media3 common. Now these three dependencies are for playing the video. So if you are not interested in playing the video, you can remove this three dependency. The two dependency which you need is Media3 inspector. Again, you have to use 1.9.0 or higher. And here you also need this Android concurrent futures KTX for Kotlin async await. Okay, and then just click on the sync now button. It will download the dependencies for you. Then inside activity underscore main, I have just taken one button for picking a video, then a player view for playing the video, then an image view for displaying the thumbnail of the video, and another button for extracting the thumbnail, which is the extract frame button. Then I'll just go to main activity. These are all the imports. So yeah, feel free to pause the video and copy all these imports. Then here, if you want to add an effect to the extracted thumbnail like a Media3 effect, I have made ton of videos on like applying Media3 effects. So if you want to add those, you can add those, but I am not adding in this particular tutorial. So if you want, you can remove this line of code as well. Then here is our exo player for playing the video. This is the player view, this is the image view, and this is the extract frame button. Then the playback position, play when ready, and video URL again are for playing the video. So if you don't want this, you can remove this. You require the media item for extracting the thumbnail. Then this is for picking the video. So this is pick visual media. Once we get the video URL, we just initialize our input player, and this is for launching the video picker. So yeah, here you can see we use this new video picker.launch and we are picking videos only. Then inside on create, we initialize our input player, image view, as well as extract frame button. Then on click of the extract frame button, all we do is launch a lifecycle hook, and here we just check if media item is not equal to null. I'll show you where we are setting the media item as well. And then we just get we try to get the bitmap. So we launch a IO coroutine. Then we first get hold of the frame extractor. So here you can set the effects if you want to Media3 effect, but we are not doing this. And for Android version upside down, cake and above, you can also set the extract HDR frames as well. Okay, then you just need to do frame extractor dot get thumbnail dot await. That's it. And here you get the thumbnail, and from the thumbnail we get the bitmap, and finally we set the bitmap to our image view. That's it. In case if I'm not able to get it, I'm just displaying a toast message. Then here on the button pick video, I'm just calling this launch new video picker. And here you can see inside the initialized input player, we are setting the media item. So first we initialize our input player, play when ready, as well as our player. Then here we initialize our media item. So this line of code is very important, otherwise you won't be able to extract the frame. Even if you are not playing the video, you can comment out this code and comment out this particular bit of code as well, but you require this particular line, media, initializing the media item. Okay, and here we just set our media input player. This is the code for releasing our player, and inside on stop we release our player, inside on pause we pause our player, and inside on destroy we release our player as well. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching. Bye.